Welcome to another episode of It's a Long Road, the Rambo series podcast. I am your host, Ryan, and with me today, of course, is my co-host, my partner in crime, Dominic. How you doing, brother?
What's up, Ryan? I'm good. I'm ready to talk Stallone.
Yeah, yes, we're ready to talk all things Stallone. Before we get into our conversation about the Rambo series and all things Stallone, we should recognize, of course, since our last recording, Dom, the passing of Burt Young.
I love Burt Young. Obviously, Rocky. Me and you both are big Rocky fans. And just the things he did outside of Rocky, too. He also popped up in The Sopranos. He was great in. I remember him popping up in that Rodney Dangerfield movie, Back to School. He was good in. It's a big loss. It's a big loss. Burt Young.
Absolutely, yeah. So it goes without saying, of course, those who might not know, who listen to this podcast alone, I do a Rocky series podcast along the same vein, except for we don't do any Frank coverage on the Rocky podcast. So maybe people like the Rocky podcast better because we don't do any Frank coverage. Yeah, I'm a huge Burt Young fan because of his role specifically as Paulie in the Rocky franchise. But he's a great actor, great character actor. Showed up, of course, in The Sopranos, other movies. He lived to 83, mind you, but I don't think he was healthy. But rest in peace, brother.
He painted as well. I think I followed him on Instagram, but
he did paint. Yeah, I think the painting, little Rocky trivia, the painting in Rocky Balboa, you see him painting in the sixth Rocky film. That's actually his own painting
in the fridge when he's in the meat locker. Oh, wow. Well, let me give an honorary. My sister's turned into a freaking loser. I'll break both the arms so I don't work for you, Rocco.
I never had a chance to interview Burt Young on my Rocky podcast. Burt, can you tell me how you came up with the line, "She's busted"?
When I found out that she wasn't a virgin anymore, so I said, she's got to be busted. She's huge material.
Burt, what do you mean by busted? I don't understand what that means. What
she's
do you...
busted. She's no good no more.
But what's busted? What part of her's busted?
The whole thing. She's all busted. Her face and everything.
Her face is busted. Anyways, thanks, Burt. Thanks for coming on the Rocky podcast.
No problem.
All right. Hey, rest in peace, Burt, and hope you're doing okay up there, brother. Without further ado, let's cover Rambo. Oh, no, don't you worry, folks. Don't you worry. Remember last episode, I said that might be the last Frank episode?
I think you almost hope it's the last one.
I almost kind of hope that he wouldn't give us any more material. But, boy, he gives us a lot. Now, again, I'm going to call it. I don't know if we're going to do another episode. It's up to Frank. It's not up to us, Dom.
We leave it in his hands all the time.
Here we go. Another episode. I think this is episode 12, if we're counting.
My God. So that's mind-blowing.
In economic news, unemployment figures rose slightly for the month of October, with declines in the Dow Jones and NASDAQ. The reason for the sudden downturn? You guessed it, Frank Stallone.
And here's another segment of Frank Stallone. Who is this guy?
Getting his forearms done.
This is a very old exercise. Again, I can't stress enough. Check out our YouTube channel if you want to see what Dom and I are seeing, so you can follow along. A lot of it's highly visual, but we'll explain. So right now, Frank is being filmed by Alex, of course. Now, he refers to Alex later in these videos. Just so I don't forget, he refers to Alex as his trainer as well.
His trainer / photographer / gopher.
He's Frank's trainer, personal assistant. No, is Alex? What does he look like? Is he like ripped? Is he totally in shape?
I'm curious. I'm very curious. You've tried to find pictures of Alex or any kind of...
You know what? A better podcaster would have done that. I know. I should just Google Frank Stallone Alex. Well, I'm sure there's a picture of them somewhere.
Alex is obviously getting paid to do whatever training, and then Frank hands him the phone when they're outside the gym and stuff. And hey, record me. That's probably package deal.
So Frank's wearing, of course, his Rocky IV shirt. Ironically, the one film he did wasn't a part of the soundtrack or in the film. He didn't have a part in that film. Of course, Burt Young did. When he's falling in the snow.
Yeah, I don't like. What does he say? That's one of my favorite parts.
Well, when he's in the snow, what's that sound he makes when he's snow? Anyways,
I keep mixing it up with Rocky 3 stuff. I don't like these people, Rocco.
so Frank's doing behind the back twisty arm curls, talking about his forearms. So he's saying this is like an ancient way of working out. He mentions this is like an old school way of doing this, and Alex agrees.
Goes way back.
Goes way back.
Behind the neck, wrist curls.
Wrist curls.
It kind of gets another muscle. It's actually very good. But you have to remember one thing with forearms, people. You got to do a lot of reps because it's like your calves. You use them constantly.
So he's saying your forearms are like your calves. You use them constantly. I did a quick Google search of the top 10 muscles that your body uses throughout the day. Calves and forearms are ranked 8th and 10th in the. Believe it or not.
Forearms I would assume is it the least?
I think it was
that 10th?
8th. I think it was 8th. I can't.
Oh, it was 8th.
remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Seinfeld had a great bit on this. Look, again, we acknowledge that Frank. Look, he's in great shape for his age. There's no doubt about it. Like we rag on him, but the beauty of guys like Frank, gym rats, okay, is Seinfeld said it best in one of his comedy bits. Like I'm totally paraphrasing, but he says the only people, and Doug of the Rocky Minute podcast, and friend of mine, he's a gym rat, so bless his heart. But the only reason why you have to be like this is to be able to be at the gym. There's no situation in your day-to-day normal life today where I have to lift a car or but let me just say, yes, of course, you should always take care of yourself. And Frank is telling us now, he is going to tell us really quickly here. He's going to tell us that to work on your forearms, you need to do a certain amount of reps. Now, can you figure out what he means by this? I don't think he knows what reps means.
So you actually got to exhaust them to get like a pump. So so it's not going to take 10 reps. It's going to take 10, 30 reps.
It's not going to take 10 reps. It's going to take 10, 30 reps.
Is he trying to say 10 reps of 30?
A rep it could be anything and any number of things. So, for example, a rep could be you're doing 10 curls, take a break, that's 1 rep. Then you do it again, your second rep, you're doing another 10 curls. So now you've done 2 sets of 10 or
2 sets.
So he
10,
says
right.
You can't just do 10 reps. That doesn't make sense because within that rep is a numerical value, which you haven't stated. So I think he's getting a little bit mixed up there. That's okay.
Frank science.
That's true. It's Frank math.
That's why you don't go too heavy when you do your forearms. Well,
okay, so that's just your simple Frank's in the gym. That's fine, and we appreciate that. Now this next scene, he's outside. He's wearing a Frankenstein shirt. You get it because his name is Frank.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go with some more words of wisdom from Frank, the king of segues. We'll let it play out here.
happy Monday morning, everybody, and happy Columbus Day to all our Italian Americans, American Italians.
So he screwed up there. He realized that. Happy Columbus Day to our Italian Americans. Italian Americans would be people living in Italy that are Americans, right? They're people that have migrated from.
They left America.
But then he realizes, oh, oops, sorry, I meant to say. He corrected himself. He did correct himself.
To Christopher Columbus. And
now, what did he say? What did he say there about Christopher Columbus? To Christopher Columbus is weird.
I think he just mumbles Christopher Columbus's name.
He did just mumble his name. Let's hear that again.
American Italians to Christopher Columbus. And all
Let me go back a little bit more. Sorry. Sorry. I got to go back a little bit more.
Christopher Columbus.
I'm just trying to think of what is he saying here? What is his goal with that statement?
Happy Columbus Day to all our Italian Americans, American Italians, to Christopher Columbus.
To Christopher Columbus. That's almost like a poem he wrote. To Christopher Columbus.
To Christopher Columbus. Thanks for having a day for you.
10-30 reps.
10-30 reps.
And also our hearts go out to the people, men, women, and children in Israel for this undue attack.
Okay. Frank's a smart guy. So I'm in the military. I'm actually in the military. I'm in the Navy, but I'm in the armed forces here in Canada. And I've never in my 20 years heard of an undue attack. So I Googled to make sure, am I stupid? Is there such a thing as an undue attack? I Googled it. I went on ChatGPT. And even ChatGPT is, I don't know what you're talking about. I have nothing in my records that shows anything. And then I had to Google, what does undue mean? What is the meaning of undue? And undue means just what you think, to not do it, to
undo something.
So I'm glad there's undue attacks.
Is he trying to say unwarranted attack? Is that
yeah?
more?
I think unwarranted, uncalled for. Yeah, but if you undo attack, that's a good thing.
They're reversing everything they
That's
did.
right.
Basically.
So we'll go back. So yeah, Frank's happy that they're not attacking. I humbly would like to do an editor's note insertion here during this episode. So I shared a clip of us talking about Frank's go to the gym speech to all the people suffering during the conflict over there. And he made the comment of undue attack. For some reason, my brain went to undo, UNDO, attack. So undo, which is the actual word. But to Frank's credit, he meant the term undo, UNDUE, which means undo is an adjective used to describe something that is excessive, unwarranted, or not justified. It implies that a particular action, influence, or situation goes beyond what is reasonable or fair. So to Frank Stallone and to all of his followers, I humbly apologize for thinking he meant undo, UNDO, because we all know Frank would never make a mistake. So I do apologize. Well, on with the show.
Israel for this undue attack. It's savage. It's terrible. Our prayers go out to them, and it's good to be alive.
My favorite part. It's my favorite part. The savage, God rest their souls. It's good to be alive.
But doggone it, I'm glad I'm alive. Oh, I love it. My hearts go out to everyone that's been killed. It's good to be alive.
Thank God I'm not one of them.
Be grateful every day and go to the gym.
Is he telling the people that are under attack to go to the gym? Maybe?
I think so. I think he's saying you might have a better chance if you go. I think that's the because he's saying go to the gym. Frank, your segues are horrible.
In the same sentence,
literally
he just went through so many different emotions, and then that was also in the same sentence with Christopher Columbus, where he just said Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, he mumbles Christopher Columbus, and I think Christopher Columbus might have done a few attacks of his own.
I think so. Yeah. Go to the gym. End result is go to the gym.
Go to the gym. Oh, there's more gym talk. Don't worry.
Okay, here's a boxing lesson today. The left hook.
Look, I admit I'm not a boxing expert, but let's just watch and listen to Frank's rambling. Frank is an amazing trainer. He also gives us amazing wisdom of life, and now he's going to show us how to box. Here we go. Why is he not training all the greats?
Oh, God.
Probably the most effective punch in boxing. Here, whap. Here, turns, everything here. Not here, not here. Think about...
Again, I can't stress enough, guys, to go on the YouTube channel to see this, but...
A pitcher of water. Bob, we used to do this hundreds of times a day.
So he's got his hand in front of his face, and you know that scene in Kill Bill?
Yes.
Where she's hitting the wood like 2 inches away? He's doing that against his hand right now. He's doing the 2-inch punch. But he's all over the place. He's talking about the greatest punch. Then he said, these aren't good punches. Then he puts his hand in front of his face and says, we did this 200 times.
And he said a pitcher of water. He threw a pitcher of water in there.
Yeah, I think you're hitting a pitcher of water is what he's saying. I don't get that, but okay.
Is that what you're doing? Is it like, is his steadiness thing? Is he saying, oh, steady like a pitcher of water or something?
I don't know. I guess you tap the pitcher of water. You don't knock it over. Do you want to knock it over?
Is this a game? I don't know.
Your hand right in front of your face. You just lift your elbow. What happens? Hook. It's a hook.
That does not look effective. I'm
going to try that next time I get into a fight. One of these.
Yeah, that's good. 200 times, though, Don. 200 times.
I'll do it. Do it a couple times later.
I don't know how many reps that is, but
probably 1030. You figure
1030s at least. Yeah.
So when you're here like this, whap, it's short. Whap, it's not here. You reach out, a guy will step inside.
So he's saying every time a boxer goes for a hook. Okay, I've seen a lot of boxing matches. Those hooks, they happen all the time. So he's saying every time somebody goes for a hook, the other boxer's just going to knock you out. That's ridiculous. He's saying that every hit, a little tap.
This is a perfect... I know he did some amateur
boxing, 30 amateur fights, I believe.
But this is something that Frank Stallone is underqualified to speak about.
You think?
100%.
You know what? What I might do is try to... I must have somebody in my Rocky circle that is a boxer, a trained boxer, and just say, can you break down these boxing tips from Frank and tell me if they're legit? Is this what you would tell your fighter that you're training?
Right. Exactly.
Hit you with the right hand. Another thing, and again, I've fought in the amateurs. I'm not a pro.
Oh, we know.
We know you're not a pro.
Thank you, Frank.
But we had good teachers. When the guys are boxing like this, and they'll go, why do you throw a feeble right hand to the body?
He just asked the question, why do you boxers throw a feeble right hand to the body? I don't think any of them throw a feeble right hand. I think that's never anyone's intention.
Right, it's never anybody's intention. Exactly.
Why don't you just punch as hard as you can?
Why did you get knocked out? I don't understand why you got knocked out.
Why did you lose the fight? How come there's a winner in every fight?
It's not going to land. It's a bad feint, and a good fighter like a
You can tell he's getting a little bit winded here, actually, too. You notice his voice gets a little winded as he's bouncing around.
Breathing pretty heavy. Breathing heavy.
Roy Jones or a guy like Crawford will catch you with a left hook and knock you out. You don't sit there and go like this, lead with the right hand to the body. Right here. Whang, you're out.
Yes, if your arms are just draped in front of you, of course you're leaving your face exposed, but I've never seen a boxer do it like that. I don't know what he's talking about here.
What inspired this? What made him think, let me give some boxing tips on the outside?
So have you seen the people on his Instagram, his fans? They're all like 70-year-old widowers.
The next coming up boxer is watching Frank Stallone's videos, like taking notes from this.
Basically, everyone's 55 and above. I might be one of the youngest people.
Right, same.
Yeah.
Fundamentals. Watch Terrence Crawford. Watch him fight. He's right here. He's here. Not your hand here. Here. Roberto Duran said every time.
He's mentioned 4 different boxers, by the way. I'm so confused. I'm so confused who I'm following here.
The more you watch it, it gets more confusing what he's trying to say.
Totally agree, Dom. This is my 7th time watching this, and I am more confused about who I'm supposed to watch, follow, or do. And he keeps slapping his face like, you're going to get hit here. And you put your hand
not here. Not here.
He says you need to block your face by putting your fist on your cheek. I've never seen a boxer do that, ever.
Time you go to body, here. Whap. You go this way.
Oh, now I understand. Here, Ryan.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, I think you have to slap it, too, when you show it. Here. Here, not here.
So one arm's out, you're covering. So like here. Because you kind of can deflect the counter punch.
Take a deep breath, Frank. You've been moving around here. Just take a deep breath. Your cardio. You might have to work on your cardio a little bit, buddy.
They should have just made him the trainer in Creed. They should have scratched Rocky. He should have just been the guy who was training Creed.
No kidding.
Or what, folks? Remember one thing.
Oh, okay. I've forgotten everything you've said so far. Remember one thing. Here we go. You ready? Write this down, Don. Ready?
I got it.
Okay. Remember this one thing.
Don't start fights with people. You never.
Oh.
If you don't start fights with people, Ryan, you don't need to know what he's talking about in this because you'll never have to play into that.
The whole idea is don't start fights with people. I agree with Frank. Let's continue.
No matter what, folks. Remember one thing. Don't start fights with people. You never know who you're messing with. You could pick the wrong guy on the wrong day. Be a nice person. Have a great day.
So what's all that training for, Frank?
Just hypothetical, Ryan.
He taught us nothing. Whoever does any of these fighting techniques will get knocked out. So I love how he basically covers his ass and says, look, I've just given you some really bad advice about how to fight. So at the end of the day, don't fight.
Moral of the story is don't follow me and don't fight.
Good morning, everybody. Go Yanks.
Are you a Yankee fan, Don?
I am a Yankee fan. The irony here is I think when this video was posted, because I think I did see this, they were already eliminated.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, I don't know if he did that on purpose. He probably didn't.
I thought he was a Phillies fan. Isn't that is there a baseball team, the Phillies?
I think he wears whatever clothes people give him. People just, here's a Yankee hat. All right, go Yanks.
I do like this comment by Alistair. He says, poor Alex, whatever he's getting paid to film this crap is not enough.
I would take that job, though. A heartbeat.
Fall Frank around. Go Frank.
You hear me in the background. Go Frank. Hell yeah.
Boxing move that kind of works the pivot. There's another move the old timers do. They don't do it that much anymore. You're here like this. Guy clinches. You push his shoulder and you spin it and bang. So
what is he saying?
Is he talking about boxing still?
He said these old timers would do it. They would push and twist and bang.
Go like this. He's there like this. You spinning. Fire the right hand.
What is he doing here? I can't describe this. I feel really badly for our audio listeners because he's just moving around, elbowing and moving around, spinning. Remember that scene in Bloodsport? You've seen Bloodsport?
Of course.
Where Frank Dukes makes that brick explode. What's his name? Chong Li? What's his name? The big guy?
Chong Li.
So he's very good. Sorry, I know I'm doing the accent. I'm sorry.
Brick don't hit back.
Brick don't hit back. His whole show is he's shadow boxing with who?
With who? Nobody.
No one.
Frank Stallone essentially is Frank Dukes' new nickname.
Frank Dukes Stallone.
And people listening need to just watch this to see what Frank's wearing, because
he's wearing a sleeveless
zipper up vest, something.
Zipper up vest. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
so
it's really
chest hair there.
It's upsetting. Whatever he's wearing is upsetting. He looks like somebody who you'd see in the middle of the night at a gas station, just wandering around. I don't know what he's wearing.
Yeah, he's at the gas station, all right.
Now, if you do that now, they probably disqualify you. But they used to do that. Or when a guy clinch, you have his arms here, you lock his arms, the whang. So there's a lot of different things they did in the old days. They didn't have cameras up their rear ends in those days.
So he's saying because they didn't have cameras in their rear ends, or what he's saying is they're all over the place. They can catch everything. So the fact that people could cheat back in the day, they could do other things. Right. The boxers of today would destroy any boxer in the past.
Of course. Yeah.
Any boxer in the past. He actually posted on his Instagram this old-time boxer. It's like, this guy's the best or the toughest boxer. I forget the name of this guy. I'm like, yeah, I would love to see that guy, whoever you say, in his prime against Tyson in his prime. Good luck.
Right. Was he doing what is he doing? One of those?
Yeah.
To fight him?
Yeah, of course they cheat and do things because, but you don't get away with that stuff anymore. And the boxer get destroyed today from yesteryears.
You can't heel. When a guy goes, he's healing, that means he's going when he's the break, he's healing you here. So basically, if you're here like this, you would grab, push. So you push that shoulder this way. If you're here, then you fire. So
is he giving pointers to do these illegal moves?
I don't know. It's a mixture of they used to do this, they used to grab, heel, pivot. All of it doesn't really make sense. The movements he's actually doing, if I was standing in front of him, nothing would happen to me. There's nothing going on here. So he just finished giving us a 1.5-minute long expose of how the old timers used to cheat and pivot and dance. And of course, Frank, the king of segues.
So you push that shoulder this way. If you're here, then you fire. So our prayers go out to our friends in Israel. They got a tough road ahead. Good, baby.
He's saying that prayers go out to the people in Israel. They got a tough road ahead. Oh, really? It just started now?
And then I guess, is that somebody walking by saying, how's the Pope?
How's the Pope? Frank cannot just concentrate. Just focus on the fact that you're giving some love to Israel, sure. Or whatever you need to do.
I got to acknowledge him.
When's the last time Frank thought of Israel before this war started 2 weeks ago? It's so ridiculous. All these celebrities, shut up, all of you.
Everybody wants to preach when something happens.
You guys don't know what the hell you're talking about. Long road ahead. Yeah, Frank. It just started. Yeah, 16 days ago. Thanks for caring.
The Pope as well. So our wishes go out to the men and women and children in Israel. They got a tough road ahead, but they will prevail and bring, hopefully, peace to the Middle East.
I think he liked that he rhymed there at the end. Let me go back. He realized that it was going to rhyme, and he merged. Oh, yeah, that kind of rhymes. Let me go back. We got to have a blessing for the Pope, too. The Pope really cares about Israel, let's be honest.
Yeah, he does.
He's really
road ahead, but they will prevail and bring, hopefully, peace to the Middle East. God bless.
Okay. Peace to the Middle East.
Oh man, are you guys? We're only halfway through this Frank segment. I told you this might be an hour-long Frank segment. This is gonna be. Are you good for time, Dom?
Buckle in. Yeah, I recommend somebody. Let's take a break, have a glass of water, and jump back into it.
So Donald said a Rambo 6 long road ahead. Yeah, yeah. Rambo should go to the Middle East. Okay, I went to Burma. I went to Mexico, Israel next.
I got to do it for the Pope.
I read somewhere in the papers they're ripping your heads off and ripping.
I was actually going to try to go a whole episode without doing it, but it's inevitable, right?
What would Rambo say to the poor people being attacked?
If you mess around with these people, they're gonna cut your head off and rape you 50 times.
Essentially, wherever there's war, that seems to be the mantra. I think it's like
always what they start with. I think that sends a message.
not only in Burma. That should be the bumper stickers in Israel, not just Burma. All right, now we got Frank here wearing a big Rolling Stones shirt.
As you see, I'm wearing my Rolling Stones shirt that I got in 2005 from the concert. The greatest rock and roll band in the world. What's left of them, if I were you?
Oh, jeez, come on.
Like, what the hell? I don't know why you greatest rock and roll band, but a couple of them are dead, basically. What do you say?
Another good band that I like, and what's left of them is the Beatles. They're really good too. What's left of those Beatles? Oh, yeah, they're doing pretty good. Yes, Mick and Keith are still around. Let's be honest, they're the backbone, but they are a great band. You're right, Frank. Right about something. Look, a broken clock's right twice a day.
Exactly.
I would go see them, bring my kids.
Okay. Did you catch that? Bring my kids. Does Frank have children?
I'm guessing he's saying bring your kids, but
yes, I know, but he said bring my kids. He just can't speak. Bring your kids, not my kids.
I'll let you know how it's really done. So we had a great workout. We did chest today. I got this wonderful.
Okay, they did a great workout. They did chest today. Now we're right back to another shirt that he's holding in his hand. Gordon Lightfoot.
Full T-shirt from my friend Kirk because he knows how much I loved Gordon Lightfoot.
What's left of him?
What's left?
Go check out Gordon Lightfoot. What's left of him?
Lightfoot was a big inspiration. So Kirk, thank you so much for that.
How in the world was Gordon Lightfoot an inspiration to Frank's music?
No idea.
There is absolutely zero correlation.
No way.
They both happen to play guitar.
That's it. That's where it stops.
Yeah, we're working out. I was shooting, I said yesterday, but my wrist always bothers me because of the shotgun, so I'm wearing a wrist guard.
Oh, the shotgun, Ryan.
Ugh. So yeah, on his Instagram, you'll see he has pictures of him at the range with a shotgun. So he's wearing a wrist thing here because his wrist is hurting. Make a choice, Frank. Stop shooting the weapon. It's going to hurt your hand every weekend. Just give it up.
If it's putting you out of commission, I think it's time to stop with the guns.
Good to wear when you're shooting. And we had a good workout today, man. We did meat and potatoes, incline bench, flies, decline bench, out of there. That's all you need. So good, my hair got curly. See?
Ooh.
Okay, there's so much going on here. Every time he does a workout video, he always says that's all you need to do. There's literally 500 different exercises that he has mentioned on our Frank Stallone segment. So we were to piece together everything that this is all you have to do.
All you need to do.
It's all you need to do.
Workouts, 600 sets of 30. It's all you need to do. My favorite, because we always talk about the noise in these videos. Are there vultures like circling Frank right now? Like they're gonna eat him.
I know there are vultures. I think they see the dead animal on his head. They're hoping
what's left of him. You should say that when he talks about his hair. You know, my curly hair. What's left of it?
Oh yeah, he talks about his curly hair. That is a hair transplant. I don't care.
I don't even think it's a hair. My theory is somebody.
You think it's a toupee?
I think it's a toupee. I'll
really?
Be honest with you. I'll tell you something on air.
Sure,
at one
please.
point, when I first started going bald, because I went bald pretty young in my early 20s, I went for a consultation for something. And long story short, it was essentially something they glued to your head and that you got changed out every month. Like I didn't end up doing it, but that's what it was. And it looked like that's what him and Sly, I think, have. I think they have something where somebody comes to their house.
The hair transplant, it's a piece that they put
I think it's a piece. It's like a superior piece, though. It's not just
like a
rug,
money can buy.
Exactly. And I don't think Stallone, Sly is even leaving his house. The same with Frank. They probably have somebody come there and fix it up. And
what I wouldn't give just to grab that freaking thing, just pull as hard as I can and see what happens.
I think it'll come off. I think it will.
This is my hair, folks. I know.
I forgot he said that.
It's like we were just talking to him. It's like he heard that.
I don't know if he listens to these segments. I don't know. But every now and then there's something that he says where I'm like, I don't know, man. This is my hair. Okay, sure. Yes, this is also my microphone, but it's not on top of my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can own something that's not attached to your body.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Because I don't even think a hair transplant at this point would look that good.
My hair got curly. See? This is my hair, folks. I know it looks straight for a while, but my hair is, I am Mr. Curly Head.
Okay, he's Mr. Curly Head, so he's trying to justify that the hair designs might change that he gets put on his head, maybe. Like a Lego hairpiece.
Alex is Mr. Curly Head too.
So Alex has curly hair. You just said Alex has curly head too. We're getting more info on Alex here.
That's all we know. We got to draw up a sketch composite of Alex, I think.
He's this trainer too. I got a feeling Alex looks out of shape. I got a feeling.
The worst trainer ever.
So anyway, Alex, thank you for another great workout.
Thank you.
Alex, thank you for another great workout. And then Alex goes, "No, thank you."
Ooh.
This guy is so far up Frank's nose, man. Like
he's got to be. He's got to eat. He's probably got a family to feed.
This is his boss. Yeah, he's got a family in Ecuador. He's sending money to.
And we will see you real soon. Have a blessed day. Our prayers go out to Israel and all the people there. Peace.
Bless Frank's heart. I can't remember. Did he say anything before this war?
Never.
Okay.
Never.
Just wondering why he loves Israel so much all of a sudden. I'm just curious what the connection might be. Okay. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for caring about a country you never think about.
Good morning, everybody. As you see from my elbow, don't be afraid to wear certain things if you're aching. Don't let your ego get involved. Oh, it doesn't look cool. It's just, I have something around my waist for my sciatica.
Okay, so again, our audio listeners, I apologize if we don't speak to you guys very much. So he's wearing an armband because his arm hurts, just like he was wearing a wristband for his wrist because of the shotgun shooting. He says, "Don't be embarrassed to wear this." Have you ever seen anyone wear one of those things, Dom, and just laughed your head off at them?
Never. I don't even think about it.
Athletes do it all the time. Wrestlers always do it in the ring. We our favorite wrestling heroes growing up. Like, it's a brace.
Stone Cold had 6 knee braces on back.
Right.
In the day.
Did you think anything of it? Did you still think you wouldn't kick your ass if you had a chance? I've never once seen anyone wear anything in general, let alone an armband. I go, oh, what a piece of crap that guy is. But Frank's telling again, don't be embarrassed. Yeah, Frank, I would say don't be embarrassed about going bald. But don't
exactly.
Don't let ego get in your way, Frank. Yeah, I love it.
This is my hair.
When it acts up and stuff like that. So some days I wear shoulder this. You do what you do to work out, but don't be embarrassed by it. Some people go, "Oh, I don't want to wear that. It doesn't look cool." I said,
that's how I feel about toupees.
That is how I feel exactly. I don't want to wear it.
But you also don't want pain. So we had a good workout today, Alex and I. Short workout, shoulders, front, laterals, rear delts. That's all you need.
All you need. He should make a workout video. All Frank Stallone's all you need. It was 700 hours.
It'd be 700 hours of all you need to do in the gym. Like all you need every time. It's all you need. And remember to go in the morning and the night between your full-time job. That's all you need.
Yeah, exactly.
3 exercises. I'd stay away from the overhead presses. That puts a lot of tension on your neck and your shoulders. Remember, the shoulder is a small, delicate operation. You can really do damage. So just keep fit, get your delts nice. Have a good day. Again, our prayers to Israel.
You would think by now, with his connection with the Pope and the prayers that he's sending, this war would be over by now.
Oh, yeah, it should. There would be peace in the Middle East.
It's almost like celebrities who say this has no effect whatsoever on the war. It's almost as if none of that matters. Almost.
It's just whatever's trending. Celebrities got to speak of it, right?
Yeah, I wish they would just shut up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why I never comment on anything I don't know anything about. And what I do know about is Frank and Rambo. So we'll continue to comment about that. Louise brought up a good point here. He said, Frank is so transparent and boring that you guys already had him figured out by the second installment of Frank's segments. LOL. Thanks, Louise. We're just doing what we have to. It's not our fault. At this point, we're in too deep.
Yeah, this is out of our control right now. It's spun out of control.
Happy Wednesday, folks. We had a good workout today with the arms. Remember, you have muscle memory.
Remember, you have muscle memory.
Don't forget, Ryan, you have muscle memory.
That might explain why I'm so flabby. My muscles have a horrible memory. Mine in particular have a horrible memory. I got to remember that they don't, and I should be able to look better.
So if you lay off for a while, you feel your arms atrophy, you get flabby, you start working out, it'll pop back again.
Okay, arms get flabby, working out, pop back in, just like that.
So it's a good thing to do. So we did a preacher bench, concentration dumbbells, and did some triceps. We're out of there. You don't have to spend all day in the gym.
Alex, did you hear what Alex said? All you need. He threw that in. He threw it. We should have a drinking game. All you need. Oh, it's almost like they don't know what they're talking about every time they do one of these videos.
I'm starting to think Alex must know less than him, right?
I don't know. Alex sounds dumb.
Maybe he's just some young kid.
I don't know how old he is. I got a feeling he's probably 40-ish. I just have a feeling Alex, I don't know, man. Bless his heart, but he doesn't sound. I shouldn't say. I don't know. Look, he's holding a camera filming Frank. You know what I mean?
Right.
But again, it's time put in. It doesn't happen. You can take all the Golo and all this stuff on the thing.
Okay, did you hear that? I had to Google that. Do you know what that is?
That? No.
It's like a Weight Watchers program / so he just crapped on a legit product.
It is a real thing? I thought he was like messing up some kind of slang or something.
No, that's why I Googled it to see what is he referring to Golo, but it's basically like a Jenny Craig program type thing. So he's basically saying you don't have to eat properly. Go low is like the idea. I think it's go low on carbs or go low on calories. So he's like, you don't have to do that. Actually, Frank, 80% of a healthy body, and he should know this, is not. I guarantee he's eating pretty good. You don't eat crap. You just don't eat crap. But he's saying, no, you don't need to worry about go low.
Not going to do it. Got to get in the gym. Go with the trainer, Alex.
My favorite thing is, though, Alex is such a good trainer. He never gives like his information, or if he wants to maybe take on another client, just Alex.
That's a good point. You know what? Our goal should be, or anyone listening, find out how do we get in touch with Alex, because we want to go. I happen to live in LA, and I want to go with Alex and get trained by him. Thanks, Frank. Great idea. How do I get a hold of him?
I want to get the same body and hair Frank Stallone has.
Yeah,
so how do I do it?
Get you going, and you'll have some Baba Nagoosh after.
You'll have some Baba Nagoosh? What is that?
It's Baba Ganoush.
Oh, what is that?
He's trying to say. I don't know what the hell it is. I feel like it's something either Greek or something. I could be messing it up, but it's definitely Baba Ganoush, not Baba Nagoosh.
Okay.
Whatever.
But you'll have it. So basically he's saying if you do that, go with Alex, you'll have it. Okay, cool.
You'll have it. You'll have some Baba Ganoush.
Our prayers to Israel. God bless. Stay safe.
Dominic, do you just want to Google really quick if the war has ended yet?
I think I just got it in. Somebody just handed me the paperwork that because of Frank Stallone's comments, prayers.
I think it was 5 prayers. 5 prayers.
Right. 5 prayers did it this time. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Oh, it's not over yet. We got some more here. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hang in there.
Yeah,
this is for Katie. Katie is my co-host for the Rocky podcast. She is a wonderful person. She's a vegan, and I only say that because she's an absolute animal lover. She's just one of those people. She just loves animals. And I am too, but I do like cows in my mouth.
Same.
Frank posted this on his Instagram that he supported and he later performed at the LCA, which is the Last Chance for Animals. Okay. Wow. It's the Last Chance for Animals. So I had to Google, is this obviously a real organization? So Last Chance for Animals, they essentially, I don't have it in front of me, a better podcast would have it in front of me, but essentially they're just like, there are anti-animal abuse, animal kind of cruelty, abuse for human enjoyment. Okay, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. That
we're laughing way too much about the animal abuse.
So Frank is against animal abuse. He is an avid hunter and gun owner, but he's against animal abuse. So he's performing, but there's more. Okay, so he performs here at this Last Chance for Animals and
performs.
Now check out this video that Alex, I think, was filming. And watch the engaged crowd. It's almost sad. I almost felt sorry for Frank.
This is a hard watch. Like, disclaimer, this is a hard watch, especially if you're watching the video.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you understand. I'll explain afterwards. But I'm going to let the audio listeners just listen and get a feeling of what it might have been like visually.
Oh, wow.
Poor Frank. I think they muted his microphone. Whatever he's singing on, you can barely hear him.
That is a lot more prominent in the next clip you're going to play, too.
Yes,
and whoever's filming this is in his entourage because nobody else is paying attention. And then they unintentionally when they pan out, like empty chairs too. It just sets the tone for what this experience was like.
It's so embarrassing. I'm like literally cringing. So Frank's
yeah,
up
no,
with
it's
the acoustic
cringe.
guitar, singing his biggest hit, "Far From Over," and we love it.
One more time, baby.
And so the person who's filming it realizes that when they were panned out, there's people eating, and you can hear the chatter. There isn't everyone hear the.
And there's people walking by too that just aren't even
Literally
acknowledging that Stallone's on
yes,
the stage.
who aren't even looking at Frank. Like I admit, Tom, if you and I were there at this function, we would be totally engaged.
Oh, I would be fully. I would, Frank. If you ever listen to this, I would be fully engaged. I would be
You and
like
I would be
Wayne
standing right in front of
Wayne
you.
and Garth in Wayne's Row when they see Aerosmith, and we're not worthy. I would be on my hands and knees.
He literally has nobody in front of him. There's people
Nobody.
sitting down, eating, conversing, whatever it is. You can tell people walking around. There's not one person just standing and watching the biggest hit of his career being played on the acoustic guitar. And the cameraman realized that, and so they zoomed in to kind of cut out that there's nobody watching. There will be a smattering of applause when he ends. Watch. There'll be a smattering. Now he's talking the mic. The microphone has been muted. Listen to the talk. We're supposed to hear this in this event. I almost feel bad.
It really is. I do feel bad because, as you said, I don't know if the microphone's actually muted, but the people talking are louder than Frank. And nobody's paying attention. You've been to a concert. It's when the singer is speaking, you hear it because people are listening to what he's saying. Nobody's listening to what Frank's saying. They're like, I'm going to go on my life and just keep talking.
Sorry, I stepped on you there. Can you imagine being at this event and just not caring at all what Frank has to say?
God, that was a perfect opportunity though. If two guys like us were there, we could have met him, got photos. I'm sure could have hung out with him the rest of the night.
Told him not to watch our channel.
Yeah, do not watch our channel. Whatever you do, we love you. Do not watch it.
I wouldn't say I love you. I would just say I'm aware of you.
I know you exist.
I know you exist.
I found that you exist a few years back.
Why weren't you in Rocky IV? That might be my one question.
Dante's the better brother.
Yeah, Dante. That's right. Oh yeah, rest in peace, Dante. No, I'm just kidding. He's still around. Sorry. Prayers for Dante and Israel.
This next song is a song we sang in Staying Alive.
Anyways, he goes into the next song. He's about to play the next song from Staying Alive. Oof. And he actually looks like, please get me off the stage, but I have an obligation to perform tonight.
I said I'd be here.
Now, so he just performed at the Last Chance for Animals fundraiser, or whatever it is, for animal cruelty. 2 days later on his Instagram, he shares a post from Tiger.Asteroid, whoever this is, shares it on his own Instagram of a baby tiger being attacked by a goose. He was at an event that is against animal cruelty for the entertainment for humans or otherwise. Then he posts on his Instagram an animal being attacked by another animal in a situation where this shouldn't be happening. This is not a natural attack. You shouldn't have a goose attacking a baby tiger. And the humans that are filming it are laughing. I think it's just, isn't this, did you find this funny at all for this poor baby tiger?
No, you would think that somebody who supports no animal cruelty would not post a video about two animals being forced to be together. That probably shouldn't be together. You would think that.
Why did he miss the message of the event that he was at?
Busy singing to it.
Now, maybe the music, the silly music that the video puts in, that makes it okay because there's silly music being played in the video. Because it's silly music, it's actually okay. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, yeah. Goose is pinching the backside of the baby tiger who's terrified and scared. This is hilarious because a tiger can kill a goose. It doesn't matter. I'm scared of goose. You walk by and I'm running away. And I'm a human. This is a poor baby tiger and it's scared. It got bit on its backside. It went into its cage for safety to hide. Why is that funny? And it was 2 days after he performed at this event.
2 days. Frank seems to just always make the wrong choice with stuff like this.
Hi, folks. Frank Stallone here.
Back to more cruelty with animals. So now we have a stuffed bear. He posted this. This bear probably wasn't killed naturally. I would assume a human killed this bear.
Yeah, I think so. It looks like a hunting lodge he's in or something like that too.
Oh yeah, because he shoots the guns that he uses for hunting. So now he's talking about this big grizzly bear, and Alex isn't filming it. Somebody else, by the way. I think it's the guy that he was shooting with. But this.
Oh, okay.
Go close up here, Aaron. I have very big hands. This is the bear. His claws are almost as long as my fingers.
I don't know why he had to give us the middle finger when he showed us that. But anyways, Frank says, "Oh, my hands are big," but look how
he had to throw in that he had big hands.
Your hands are just normal man hands. Oh, I got big hands. He's just trying to show you how big the bear's hands are.
Right.
So when people go, hey, when you see a bear just rolling a ball, you know what that reason is? So he can eat you. Because you can't outrun him, you can't outswim him, and you cannot climb. This bear will be up a tree in 4 seconds. But look at the difference. Look at the size of it. Oh. So if Uncle Frank was here, dead.
Please, don't give us dreams that we can't have accomplished there, Frank.
I'm surprised, actually, he should be, but he's so humble when talking about the bear. And he didn't say, if you get a bear attack, and start giving his boxing tips again. Throw it in there. If the bear claw comes at you, not this.
That's right. You talk about the grab and the sweep and the, oh my gosh, that's the perfect opportunity to show the boxing moves against the bear.
He was dead. So when all you kids see a bear, fucking run.
So what did Frank's suggestion to the masses say to do when you see a bear?
He had a fucking run. He said that's Frank Stallone.
So I did a quick Google just to make sure. Okay, specifically the brown bear. Okay, encountering a brown grizzly bear or any large bear in the wild can be potentially a dangerous situation. But there are specific actions you can take to reduce the risk and promote safety for both yourself and the bear. Here are some general guidelines. 1, stay calm. To remain as calm as possible. Sudden movements or loud noises can startle the bear. 2, do not run. For all our humans out there, do not run. Running may trigger a chase response in a bear. Bears, like Frank did say, can run much faster than humans. You cannot outrun them. So do not run. What do we know? He's right about boxing. He's right about working out. He's right about Israel. And he's right about bears.
Sometimes he's wrong. It happens. He's only human.
Thanks, everyone who joined us for the. This may be the last one. I don't know if Frank will give us a because what else can he do? What else can he do?
You wish this was the last one, Ryan, but I'm telling you, he's got something up his sleeve. I believe in Frank Stallone.
That concludes another episode of Frank Stallone. Who is this guy?
I can't. I'm so tired.
And my favorite is just thinking about somebody who's never listened to the podcast, who stumbles across it, and they're like, "Oh, Rambo podcast," and they're waiting for the Rambo stuff to start.
Okay, it's about to start. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get right into this. Last segment we did, Rambo took out a guy's collarbone, threw him in a. So he's driving the guy that he kidnapped to whatever location. Girl reporter or something? Is she a reporter? I can't remember.
It's like her relative died or something.
She's following Rambo in the truck with the guy that he kidnapped. Now we're getting back to the sex dungeon where the girls work. Mm-hmm. And there's a woman. She's like the lead whore. So she's worked her way up the chain of whores, and she's able to give demands to the other one. So this is what she goes, girls, cooperate. Again, I'll translate. Luis is our residential Mexican. He could translate for us, but he's not on the mic, so I have to do the translation. So she goes, girls, cooperate. Just do the job all day and all night. Hey, it sounds like my job at work.
Do the fucking job all day and all night. That's it.
Oh, she's not bad looking. If she goes, just do the job all day, all night. If it's 40 or 50 men, too bad. Why is it 50? Don, why is it 50?
Well, you know what they do if you don't do the job, Ryan. 50 men are gonna rape you and cut your fucking head off.
How many times, Dom?
50 times, because there's 50 men.
Sly loves the 50. Anytime women get assaulted, it's 50.
It's a key number there. It's usually a minimum of 50.
Rambo comes in, I told you it was 50.
How many guys are you? 1, 2, he starts counting. 50 guys.
No paren de jalar hasta que les digan que...
You don't stop until you're told to. This is good advice. This is good advice for all spouses, right? Cooperate. That's just more stuff that's going on inside that dungeon, how they're treated, and how many men seem to. There's a lot. That's a lot of business. Do you think business is that high?
I guess business is booming. The Hoover business is
the Hoover business. Now the guy that Rambo caught tells him to stop here, stop the truck here.
You know what they say, Ryan? There's no business like hoe business.
Nice. There's no business like hoe business. Oh, that's great. All right. So Rambo asks, which house is it? The house at the top? The one with the lights? So he gives the directions, and Rambo then just proceeds to punch him, knock him out cold. Which actually, to be fair to this guy who has a collarbone broken sticking out of his side and a stab leg, or stab wound in his leg, being knocked out cold is probably an act of mercy for
Yeah, that was nice. He's gonna wake up in a lot of pain though later.
I love how Rambo's like, I guess you told the truth.
Yeah, he just believes it.
It's the house at the top, okay, with the lights on. Maybe that's why he knocked him out, because he could come back down and say,
You lied.
You lied. I don't understand. Rambo gets out of the truck to go to that house. He's like, I should have parked closer.
I gotta walk up all these stairs. I hope they got an elevator or something.
Eventually starts running up. Does the Rocky run up these stairs? So he climbs up to the top. And of course, when we're seeing this in theaters, I remember this. We're thinking he's going to do some damage, right? Like, this is Rambo. He's a killing machine.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking. In hindsight, you're like, maybe he didn't have the best plan, just walking into unknown territory.
What was his plan? Is he armed right now? I can't remember.
He's got a gun, just that one gun on him, I think, right? That handgun.
But he does see the. Okay,
that's about, what is that? Eight guys out of the 50.
Yeah, so there's 8. These are the guys.
The guys.
They're the managers of the whorehouse, right? So we got the coke guy, and we just literally see him do a line of coke. I love this guy's just doing coke at every.
Always doing coke, like always.
And I just love how they're just hanging around. There's 7 or 8 guys in this one room. So yeah, Rambo can see them all. He's doing his recce, as they say, the reconnaissance part of his mission here to see how many men is he dealing with. He's been
spotted already.
He's losing his touch, man. He's getting soft. There was a guard out there on a cell phone saying, hey, there's an old white man looking in your window. We should call that in. So a guard who's actually doing his job properly. And then we have a scene here of the main bad guy, right? The
younger one.
So he's arriving to the whorehouse as well. So they're all gathering. There's like a meeting going on. Oh, Rambo got spotted. And then he spotted the spotter. Rambo's like, shoot.
It's a little weird, honestly. I know he's become more civilized and stuff, but it is a little weird when you watch it because he's not even trying to sneak around when he goes up those steps, where Rambo is obviously he's used to being in the jungle and painting himself, but I think he would show a little discretion.
He didn't show any. He's literally standing in the street light.
Right, exactly.
The light is good.
Do you think they see me under the street light? Oh, shit, they saw me.
So now the young leader is coming to the whorehouse to check on his product. Oh, he's brought policemen with him? Is that what he's done?
I think so, yeah. 30 cops.
Oh, so he's brought in a whole bunch. Okay, sorry.
Oh, God.
So he brings in these police, what do you call them? Federales. I love how they're wearing their uniforms still. Like they couldn't even be bothered to change out of their uniforms.
Hey, listen, you know what they got to do.
Yeah, like, I've got an hour lunch break. I'm here to. And then he says, come on, take what you like. And they just start running to get your favorite spot at a general admission concert. They just start running to the girl they like. Look how fast they go. They start grabbing them. Look at them. They just grab the girls.
Yeah, this is wild.
Is the whole business here? There's whorehouses. There really is. There's these places that are sex shops, and that's every girl seems to be taken literally
by force.
By force. I don't know. Tim Ballard, maybe we can get him on the show and he could tell us how these things are run. But I just thought maybe at some point, especially with the drugs, but every girl's screaming.
Right. And why would they even want this? You know, I mean,
Because they're standing in the hallway. The guy brings him in. His take what you want. I bet you the girls there's a part of it. Oh, good, the cops are here to save us.
At that moment when they were like, "Oh, thank God," and then no.
Maybe there aren't real uniforms. Maybe they're fake uniforms just to trick the girls, to make it worse for them.
You would think there would be some kind of, like you said, the drugs are involved. You would think almost like how in Rambo 4 they had those prostitutes, they were
dancing.
They were dancing. They were trying to make it.
Burma, they treated their girls much better in Burma.
They
were
a little bit more
cages
class.
lined.
It was a bold statement, but they got a little bit more class when it comes to their ladies.
But that's true. The girls stayed in those cages, but they weren't screaming or nothing.
No.
They even danced on stage a little bit.
Well, if you do enough drugs, you probably become compliant.
So Rambo's still walking around, even though he's been spotted. He realizes I've got to do something. He sees men walking around.
Right.
Oh, somebody calls out to him, "Hey, Gringo!" So Rambo's been spotted. He's been called out. He's walking up higher. Guys are following him. Rambo, what are you doing, man?
Bad plan.
This is not going well. Guys on the cell phone. These are not dumb Mexican gang guys. They're correlating. They're tracking him. They're following him. They're moving him to a place where he will be taken care of. As strong as Rambo is, there's a lot of guys here.
Mm-hmm.
Guys with baseball bats. Rambo pulls out his gun. He's like, "Oh, I do have 17 shots in this thing.
I got one gun here." So he was
he
looking for one of those big guns somewhere. What is that gun called that he grabs in Rambo 4?
Oh, the 50 cal.
Yeah, the 50. He was looking for a 50 cal. He's wandering around. There's got to be one around here somewhere.
He's like, "You just give me 1 second. I gotta find it. Why isn't it here? When I was in Rambo 4, there was one available for the big army." He's like, "I just got this little dinky gun. Remember that part in Rambo 4 where I killed the 4 guys in the boat? That's pretty good."
That was pretty good. That worked out.
So, of course, he is surrounded. And as a first-time viewer, you're wondering, okay, even he can't take out these people with his bare hands. There's too many men. So let's see how this plays out for poor Rambo. So he's getting surrounded, and you hear weapons being drawn. And the female reporter lady is down there watching it from her car, somehow watching the rooftop action. And there's the leader. He's there. So somehow he went from down in the whore hallway with the cops, got up to the top of the roof to welcome Rambo to his whorehouse. Again, why are they suspecting he is could be a customer, couldn't he?
To send that many guys, too? Couldn't they just have one person just go down and kill him?
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, Donald thinks that the Rambo 3 Rambo would have taken them. He would have given a run for their money for sure.
He would have definitely pulled out some glow sticks and stuff and started doing some stuff like that.
It turns blue.
Look at blue, and then I got an arrow that explodes.
Okay, so Luis says not safe for work, so I will just do the edited version. It goes, when the madam in the horror house was speaking, the caption said, "Don't stop till the job is done." But she actually used slang. Remember, Luis is our resident Mexican. He says, sorry, he's not from Mexico. I don't know why that's even. It's not an insult. I think he's from Colombia or something.
You fuck with the wrong Mexican.
That's right. He says here, but this is interesting. Thank you, Luis. He goes, the caption said, "Don't stop until the job is done," but she actually used slang that inferred you keep your P word working until it's over, or, quote, "I don't give a F about your P word and you keep it working." Wow.
That's like lyrics to a rap song, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was
what's the name?
Cardi
B.
A Cardi B
song.
I think that was a Cardi B song. Yeah, WAP? Wasn't it the Cardi B song?
Yeah, exactly.
You keep it working. That's right. They pat him down, take his weapons. Fair enough.
Whoa.
So that's cokehead bad guy talking. Whoa, he says.
Bien chido tu
Nice
cuchillo,
blade.
cabrón. Bueno.
What are you doing here?
Andas perdido, viejito.
Are you lost, old man?
No,
No, nothing?
nada. Si te descoso los.
What if I cut your mouth with this knife? You want to know how I got these scars?
My father was a drinker.
Tipo con este cuchillo.
What do they call that? Sicily smile or something? Or what do they call that? The mafia does that?
Colombian necktie?
Yeah, that too.
I heard that. There's a Sicilian smile. Maybe that one slipped under my radar.
I think it's what it's called when you cut the corners of your mouth.
I'm Sicilian. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I could be wrong. And we're going to be doing a mafia movie podcast together,
Yes,
Dominic.
we are. So I'm going to have to bring out the Italian. I'm going to come in a suit the first time. I'm going to definitely get a Joe Pesci looking wig. And
And the Frank Stallone segments are going to end. So for better or for worse, if people want to follow us on our future podcast after Rambo's done, we'll be doing the Mafia film podcast. And it'll be done in a different way too. Just so they'll hit.
Right.
We'll tease it later when this series comes to an end here, but we'll tease it. So now the senior young Mexican leader says, Vito.
Vito. Arizona. ¿Qué pasó?
So what?
Se les acabaron las...
Did they run out of whores over there?
shit.
actually they did.
What kind of girls you got? How many times could I do it? 50 times?
50 times? Or...
Putas allá. ¿Qué hubo? A esta yo la conozco.
So he goes, I know this one. And of course, they're looking at the picture of Gabrielle. Sí, a jabo. What's a huevo? What's that?
I'm not
Whore-
gonna,
a whore
I'm not even going to try to answer that.
So, Luis, let us know what a
Are you a
huevo
Mexican or a Mexican?
Yeah, I Mexican. It's probably a derogatory term for the girl.
Huevo. Esta puta es de nuestro corral.
So the guy says, Vita, this whore's in our house. And Rambo's
He does the classic Sylvester Stallone. That's used so many times. I love it.
Oh, that's awesome. I love how the quick draw on all these people. Look, I get it. The fact that every single Mexican leader, or sorry, I don't know, Mexicans irrelevant, I should say. How they're all part of the cartel, whatever, the gang. Every single one of them draw the weapon at the same time, like some sort of synchronized swimming program.
Right.
Like you think somebody would have fumbled their way? Oh, wait, I'm not ready. They're looking at their phone or their watch.
They knew.
Like,
They just knew to pull the
they
gun.
all knew to pull them out at the same time. It's like, okay. I want to be the one guy who drops his weapon on the ground.
Blows off his toe. Like,
it's too fast. You guys are going too fast. Andale. Louis says, I love it, dude. I take pride in being the resident Mexican. Okay, good. All right.
thank you. We got you on record saying that, Louise. So now we can't.
You might be our
we can't
only...
be canceled.
No, we can't be canceled. Whew. We have permission. I love how calling someone Mexican is apparently racist.
But did you ever see the Walker, Texas Ranger episodes where Chuck Norris goes undercover as a Mexican?
No, that's amazing.
Oh my God. Black beard and facial paint, Ryan.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we'll do a bonus episode at the end of our Chuck Norris
Undercover
doing,
as a
brown
Mexican.
face.
Yeah, no, it is 100% brown face.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. So Luis says it's called the Glasgow smile. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So there's a stare down here.
¿Qué es de ti?
Who is she to you? All right, so now they proceed to just
beat him within an inch of his life.
So Rambo gets a couple of licks in.
He gets a couple, yeah.
Gets a couple in, but there's just too many guys. I don't care who you are. And this is where I'll give them a little bit of credit. Look, there's one old Mexican. Hey, this is fun. I get to beat up another old man. I love it. We got one older gentleman here. But what I do like about this sequence too is it's realistic enough in the sense of, yeah, Rambo didn't have a chance. They don't even give you any kind of, because in Rambo 3, that's what makes it silly. That's why the Rambo 3 Rambo could have gotten out of this, because in that universe of Rambo 3, he was taking a whole Russian army.
He was a superhero.
It's impossible. He's superhero Rambo. This is grounded Rambo. This is the Rocky Balboa Rambo. This is more grounded. So he gets beaten up pretty good. He can't take these guys out. You know, the leader calls out, it's enough to spare his life, I guess. He's being pretty good. Oh, it was the old guy that called that's enough. It was the older guy.
Oh, wow.
Tells him to get him up. I wonder what he is to the... Maybe he's the boss, maybe? Luis, are you speaking to the word huevo? If you are, he's saying it might mean that she's young and untouched, so she's a virgin.
She's not busted. You're still a virgin.
She's still a virgin.
You huevos.
Your Rambo, she's still busted. Holy character comes in. You have my comics here?
Yes. I'm going to break the guy's face who broke the mirror. He's got to examine her before he takes her back. She's still a virgin.
She's still a virgin, Victor. I can see Paul working at the whorehouse. I'm sorry. Come on. He would be so at home there. I can't take no more of this looking stuff.
Let her go.
So Rambo is just beating up pretty good here.
It's like Rocky beat up. Rocky
Yeah.
1 beat up.
Yeah, this is Rocky 2. This is Rocky 2, the end of Rocky 2 fight for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Coming back. That's right. Oh, that's good.
I don't want to do it.
That's your eye. Yo, Gabby, I almost did it.
What?
So he says, let her go. So to his credit, even as he can't even see, he can't breathe, nothing, he's still saying, let her go. Let her go. And he's like, what? I can't believe you're still making demands in this situation.
Let her go. Let it go.
So this guy, the coke guy,
throw him
says,
an acid.
Throw him an acid. Just like that. Jeez.
Just like that. Like this escalated quickly.
Mándalo a los ácidos.
Leader dude's like spits out his gum or something at him. Like, what a stupid suggestion. Throw him an acid. No, we got to keep him alive because we're going to go attack his ranch later. Don't be stupid.
John Rambo.
So he's looking at his driver's license. It goes, John Rambo. I really wish they said John Rambo. John J?
Yeah. Nobody calls me John. Even being all beat up.
Now look at the blurred out photo there.
Well, yeah, what is that? Does not look like.
Look at the hair on that head there. It's so black. It looks like I don't know, Johnny Mathis or something. Does that even look like that would be slow?
Yeah, I think that's a picture of Carl Weathers. I don't even know.
It looks like OJ Simpson.
It does. I want to see that photo. That's all they had in the prop department that day. They're like, this is the only ID we have. So just put it out of focus.
Juanito Rambo.
What? So why is that funny? What is it? Juanito Rambo? What is that Spanish for John?
I guess so, Juanito.
But this guy thinks it's hilarious. Again, Luis, what's the joke in that? I don't.
In
get
his
it.
defense, he's high on cocaine.
Sure, but he thinks that's pretty funny though.
Want to know something, Juanito?
Is Juanito a female name? Maybe
I think Juanita.
Yeah, Juanito. That's right. I don't get why that's funny. Want to know something, Juanito? As he says here.
These girls mean nothing to me or my customers.
So he's saying these girls mean nothing to me or my customers. They mean a little something to both of you, because they're giving you money at the very least.
Get money out of it. Exactly.
In my world, they're nothing. They're not people. They're just things.
So this is just a bit of an expose, of course, the sex traffic world,
right.
Showing you the deplorable, which of course we know it is. We joke. I just want to make a clear disclaimer. Any jokes we say about the business that they're in here, it's regarding the film universe, not the real world we live in about the sex trade, of course.
Exactly.
I just want to make that clear. We're not making light of the real world sex trade where this really happens. We're making fun of things that are happening in this film.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I just have to say that because anyway, you guys were making fun of the sex trade. Girls are yes, we know. We're just talking about the Rambo universe.
In the Rambo universe.
In the Rambo universe, you're a better girl if you're not busted.
We don't want you busted. You get the hell out of here.
They have no worth to men like us. I would have not paid attention to this. To her. But now I will. Because you coming here has made it very bad for her, cabrón.
What does cabron mean, buddy? Is that what it is? Cabron? Does that mean?
It sounds like it is, but I'm not even going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it.
It's probably not the sarcastic friend, probably. Yeah, buddy. Interesting here. I think I forgot this the first time I watched this. Interesting. He's keeping him alive because it's almost death is too. Look how terrible Sly looks here. Sorry.
He looks beat.
Have you seen Expendables 4 yet?
Oh God, no, I haven't.
Okay.
But I saw the post you put up.
Can I spoil something? Give it 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Skip ahead 2 minutes.
To be honest, I had a feeling. So
I posted on my Facebook page a picture. It's a picture of a charred corpse. And the charred corpse is in the cockpit of an airplane being looked at by Statham's character, okay, Christmas. And the body is a charred corpse, but the character is still wearing the beret on top of its head. The face is all like gone from the fire, but the beret is still intact on top of his head. Anyways, it's Stallone's character. It's such a it's such a nothing death, man. It's like, and I'm going to save my review when we cover the Expendables 4 film. It's going to be covered on the network, so stand by for that. Me and Doug and Craig are. It's such a horrible send off to Barney Ross. I can't believe they did him like that. They did him dirty, man. They did him dirty.
I've been meaning to watch it, and then I had a feeling, just not that I saw spoilers, but there was a review I read that they mentioned that there was bold things they did, and I was like, it's definitely they killed off Stallone, because I felt like he wasn't in a lot of it from the trailers, and yeah, confirmation from the beret.
Yeah, Al said, I don't know if he's seen the movie or just the picture, but he goes, the burnt carcass. I laughed out loud. I did too. When I saw it in the film, I was like, oh, that is that, because it's supposed to be like, this is it's an unrecognizable burnt hot dog with a beret on its head. They didn't give like Sly the dignity of a death scene or nothing.
What
it's
is
just like
that? It's so strange.
It is weird. It's such a weird way to go for a major actor in the series. Not even a like, you get them for me Christmas. No.
That's wild. Especially he is the Expendables essentially, right? Like Stallone is the Expendables.
Look at the top of Sly's hair here in this photo of him being mangled.
Yes.
You can almost see where the toupee starts there. Like it's matted down because it's the blood and stuff. But you can almost visualize what Sly actually looks like without the toupee. The bald-headed Sly. Weird.
Yeah. Very Hulk Hogan, probably.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan hairline. Mm-hmm.
Give Hogan credit. Say what you want about him as a wrestler, but he's embraced his hairline his whole life.
Exactly. He didn't get no toupee. He just wears bandanas everywhere he goes.
Sure.
That's it. I'm going to start doing that.
We would have just trained her, used her, and sold her.
Oh, I was going to say we went on so many tangents. What I liked about this part here is that the bad guy is saying, because you came here,
right
now we're going to give her the special attention. We're going to make sure she's busted over and over again. And thanks for pointing out to her that this is someone we're going to focus on. So
you see Paulie in the background. She's going to be busted.
She's going to be busted 50 times. This is more damage to a dead Rambo character. Now he's going to live knowing that he's caused more damage to her. So that's torturous. They're actually torturing him with
dark. That's dark.
That is dark. And I missed that the first time. Like, why didn't they kill him? Like, why did they let him live? They let him live, not knowing what he's capable of. I think they decided some old man, big old man. They could tell he's a jacked old man, but they're like, okay, this guy's nobody.
Who's on some big old man who's on GH?
He's on HGH for sure.
But now we're gonna make an example of her. I'm gonna let you live.
Oh yeah, see.
Pero qué mamada le estás diciendo?
The guy goes, what the hell are you saying? I'm talking, Victor. That's what he said. It's like, I got a really bad guy speech going on here and you're interrupting it.
Hablando, Vito, chingao.
And you're gonna think about this every fucking day of your fucking life.
There you go. So I'm gonna keep you alive, and you're gonna know that whoever this girl is to you, niece, daughter, granddaughter, she's gonna be special treatment. You can know that you caused that to her. She would have been nobody, but now she's gonna get it worse. That's horrible. I think I missed that the first time.
Horrible stuff. Yeah.
Until you can't think anymore, Juanito.
Louise, have we got any word on what Juanito means? Have we got word on that yet? Okay. He says now, you put your mark on him and his little bitch too, is what he's saying here. Put your mark on him.
They actually put a mark on him.
Oh yeah, right. Make it deep, they said. Make it deep. On his face. I've got enough scars. Can you do some on my back? I've got to feel my back.
I did it on my stomach.
This is pretty brutal. Look at this. Look at that cut in his face. Look at that. Look at that. Rambo 5. Rambo 5. That would have been a good. That actually would have been a wicked poster. The kid has a V scar on his cheek. Rambo 5 with the bloody 5 on his cheek. But that would be a legit film poster, though, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. With the cut cheek and like Sly's face, like Rambo 5. And you have to wait till the film. Like, oh, he does get the 5 on his face. He does
get a fucking V cut into his face. He actually, I just heard some mumbling, very reminiscent of the Rocky 2, Rocky 3.
So Luis just said here that Juanito is like Johnny. Oh, so he's calling him Johnny in Spanish.
He's calling him Johnny.
You called it, Dom. You called him Johnny, like it's
Johnny.
like a Johnny or Johnny boy or little Johnny. So it's derogatory.
Don't
Like Johnny
call me
boy.
John.
Like
Don't call me John.
the only person that calls me Johnny is a drum, and he died.
He's
Not John Foley.
I don't want to remember.
You had all the good times.
You and Troutman had the good times. I had the bad times. I don't want to remember. This is cold and it's freaking depressing. I can't do this anymore, Rambo. He takes Paulie on the tour, all different countries. He says, "This is where she gave me the necklace, and I felt electric."
Oh, that'd be amazing. The Rambo reminiscing tour of Co. And then Paulie's there. You want the good times with Co?
I had the bad times. Amazing.
Oh, that is amazing. That we are going to end it there. We got 3 minutes of Rambo film done. Here's the thing. I gotta say, I admit maybe we're dragging it out because I don't want this to end.
Make it last. You got to make it last.
When Rambo 5 ends, that's it. There is no more Rambo coverage. It's over. I even contemplated. There's people that are probably listening or wondering, why do you, Dom, start from the beginning? And that's not a bad idea, but I don't mean to say this in a bad way. I want to go out on top. I want to go on top, and I can't do no more. I can't do no more.
I can't do this no more, Ryan.
You had the good times in the podcast.
I had the bad times.
So yeah, poor Dom comes in for Rambo 5, and it's funny because when I first started this, I don't want to give my eulogy now, but it's funny when I first started the podcast, it was done seriously because the First Blood is a serious film. There was very little fooling around, but as the films have continued, the Rambo franchise podcast has actually deteriorated to an absolute gong show because that's the way the films have gone. It's a natural progression of things.
Yeah, right? It is.
Like I started the podcast interviewing David Morrell. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to pay a lot of respect to the Rambo character. Now I'm talking about she's been busted 50 times.
Now we've been doing Burt Young impressions the whole episode. But rest in peace, Burt Young. We had to do it in honor of Burt Young.
Oh my gosh, this is too much. Okay, we haven't got an email in like forever. I actually just got an email in the Rocky podcast, but this from a guy named Craig. Thank you so much, Craig. But he just wanted to mention in that email to the Rocky podcast, he mentioned that he enjoys this one, enjoys us, Dom. So
bless him.
Yeah. So no one sends us any emails. So come on. And I'm not talking about the people in our chat. We want to say thank you to those, Donald, Louise, and Alistair, who stuck around for the whole chat. Other people came and went. Again, if you want to be a part of the live chat, join the Discord or join my Facebook group, and the links are provided in all the show notes. So that way you get the announcements when we go live. Usually it's 11 o'clock Sunday. Every second Sunday is New York City time, 11 a.m. But anyways, prayers for Israel and Dante, and rest in peace and Bert. Thank you, Alistair. Yeah, prayers to Israel.
And the Pope, too.
And the Pope. Prayers to the Pope. No conflict of interest there. Can both be blessed? I don't know how that works.
I think so. I think you can bless anybody. Just say it.
Okay. Right. And and blessings to Dante as well. Dante Salome, hope you're doing well. Oh, man. This is a gong show of an episode. Okay, Don, with that, this episode's over.
Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off. It wasn't my podcast. You asked me to co-host, Ryan. I didn't ask you.